We'll start with top takeaways. And the top takeaways are pretty evident in this game. Koa Peat is an absolute man, and he is just 19 years old. That guy is unguardable in the paint. I mean, he got the ball inside. His footwork is amazing inside. And I think we all knew that he was going to be a pretty good offensive player. My one concern, just based on what I had seen, of course, we don't really get to go to any practices, so just based on what I'd seen in the 2 preseason games, was would he be able to defend at that end of the floor? I'd seen him get beat on some back doors against St. Mary's, maybe a little lackadaisical at times. But he proved today, at least tonight, that he's a pretty capable defender, and his offense is just absolutely on point. And then Jaden Bradley, I mean, how many years did we go here where we had point guards that just refused to try to take the ball to the basket? And now you've got a point guard who that is absolutely the only thing he wants to do is try to find a way to get to the hoop and either get himself to the line. I mean, I can remember crying 2 years ago for Kylan Boswell to penetrate and get to the line. And that's exactly the kind of point guard that Jaden Bradley is. 10 free throws in this game. These two guys, in scoring 30 and 27, combining for 57 points, also combined for 10 assists. They each had 5 assists, and they went to the line and combined 22 times. So 22 of the Wildcats' 38 trips to the stripe were Jaden Bradley and Koa Peat because of how dominant they were on the inside tonight. Those were my top takeaways. We're joined as well by Kelvin Eafon will be with us shortly. We've got JW and Madden here. JW, your top takeaways on a 93-87 win by the Wildcats over the Florida Gators.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we knew Jaden Bradley's his final year. We've seen glimpses, DK, of him being a, national player of the year caliber player. Closing. I mean, I've seen that so many times. I've seen Jaden Bradley pass on shots, facilitate. And when the time comes, he calls his own number down the stretch. DK, the reason why JB can do that and Kylan Boswell couldn't is 4 inches, right? Jaden Bradley has that height at 6'3", maybe even 6'4", long herky-jerk kind of movements, can get him right at the rim, finishing at and around big guys. And that Florida front line might as well be the biggest front line Arizona is going to see all season. My biggest takeaway, DK, was the comeback, because you get down by 12 points to a team of that caliber with a bunch of new pieces. A lot of guys were a little shaky, and we're going to talk about all of them. But the guys that mostly I was looking at was obviously Braden Burries, who picked up those 2 fouls 1.5 minutes into the game, never quite found his footing. And Tobe Awaka, after he got in foul trouble and came back in, had a couple of odd passes you might not expect from upperclassmen. But as a group, I mean, if it was Koa getting them the lead, JB finishing it off down the stretch, the defense as well. I mean, they really held those guys in check. The first couple of sets, Kelvin, the first 5 minutes of sets that Florida was running, it was so easy. They were eating right at the rim. Cleaned that up. I think a lot of guys got used to the pace of the game. Remember, there's a lot of players, including Ivan Karchenkov, including Braden Burries, including Koa Peat, including Dwayne Aristode, who've never seen that level of speed and physicality. It takes a little bit of time to get used to. But once they got their feet together, really proud of the way that they came together and finished off a very good Florida team. Really proud of the whole team effort as a whole.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. Florida came out punching, man. I mean, those guys came out like a champion, and they had all the energy. But our guys, withstood it. I mean, and, one of the things that's cool about Coach is that, he stands there and he takes it, and the guys take, you take on the characteristics of your coach, right? And so I just felt like the guys just stayed solid and just kept playing. And, man, you got a leader like Bradley, I mean, that just keep getting you in the sets, getting the ball to the right guys. I thought that he was patient. He let the other guys try to get going. And then when he started, needed to find his spots, he just got to the basket with that right hand every time that he wanted to. Koa Peat, man, He looked like he was playing in high school. He looked like he was playing in high school. He looked like he was playing on the national team or something. I mean, he's getting to play like he always played. I mean, and I remember telling some people in the summer, I said, man, I don't know if he's going to be able to score like that. I mean, where are we going to get this scoring from? But, I mean, to be able to score 30 points and not even attempt a three. I think Bradley had one attempt and he made that one, right?
They come 57 points between those two guys, and they did not take a single 3-point shot between the two of them.
That wasn't a three that Bradley.
His foot was right on the line.
Yes.
They called it 3 on the
Yep.
broadcast, but they gave him a 2 after the fact. Yeah.
Oh wow! So yeah, man, it's just the defensive effort. Late in the game, you had some turnovers, but they're pressing. We probably don't even got our press break in yet, right, J-Dub?
Yeah, no, I mean we'll talk a lot about that last couple of minutes. Yeah,
right. So yeah, man, just a great effort at the end of the day to close the door on Florida.
Real quick, I will say this about Koa Peat. Youngest of 7 D1 athletes.
Yeah.
How long has he been trying to get? We're talking about maybe he'll struggle going up against big
own.
people. Come on. I mean, he spent his whole life trying to get shots over people that were bigger than him because Kelvin, with 7 D1 athletes in that family, that those picnic competitions and everything they were doing in the backyard got crazy. So that's what I saw. I saw Koa Peat finishing like he was in his backyard going against his older brothers.
Yeah, and sisters, because his sisters play basketball too. I mean, he said that he's learned a lot from playing against them as well. So tremendous performance, one of the best performances ever by a freshman, best freshman debut. I think they said he's just the third U of A freshman with 25-5 in his debut, and that being rebounds and assists. Jared Bayless did it twice in 2008. Bayless had games of 33-5-9 and 31-5-6. Koa Peat 37-5. And
remember, that was the Kevin O'Neill team where they said, Jared, go. Right, Kelvin? I mean, that year, I've never seen a freshman guard get the green light like Jared Bayless got under Kevin O'Neill.
Man.